Hi everyone, I'm in the studio today. The weather's been terrible this week, I haven't been able to get out, so I've been painting in the studio and I decided to do a small flower piece, experimenting with watercolours. If you saw my last video, you'd have seen me painting in the garden, painting some flowers, some roses. But this time I'm working from a photograph that I took in the cider orchards a few weeks ago of some blossom, and I decided that I would start a different way and would do some fairly tight drawing, fairly tight painting, and then try and work an expressive background around that rather than the other way, as you may have seen in the other video. So I've made a small time lapse of it. Hope that you find it entertaining. It's only short, and there's a little chunk missing in the middle, which you'll see because the battery ran out, which is one of the hazards of doing filming. You can't pay attention to the painting and the film all at the same time. Anyway, I'll stop rambling and hopefully you'll enjoy the film. Here's my reference shot taken in Gray's cider orchards very recently, and here's a quick image of the drawing. I'm working on stretched watercolour paper and I've put a blue masking tape border around it, and I'm just working on the first stage of the painting in watercolour, observing the flowers and the tree trunk and the leaves, the foliage, just painting it all in very lightly in watercolour, and it's quite a long process, but the time lapse will speed things along nicely and you can see it developing. These are Winsor & Newton artist's quality paints, and I think for flower painting you need good quality pigments because the vibrancy of some of the colours you can't mix very easily, so the cleaner it is the better the result, and hopefully that shows in the work. This is a bit of an experimental approach to fairly tightly paint the blossoms and then put more expression and more accidental work into the background. So you can see the early stages of that going in now. There's wet and wet with mixing of various colours into the wetness, and then I'll dry each part so that I can add other colours as I go. I sometimes think paintings often have an ugly stage, and that was it, and then of course my battery ran out, so I had to do a changeover and hadn't realised it, so I lost a little bit of the film. So I've wiped away some of the areas, and as you can see I'm lifting out different patches as well to suggest soft focus and almost a blurry background, which contrasts nicely with the tightly painted areas. The sun shone on my lens quite a bit, which caused quite a few problems, and then I decided to work into the blooms a bit with gouache, which helped me to build up the kind of finish that I was looking for. It's a bit of an experiment, but I think the final result looked quite good when I take away the tape. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll try and get more videos to you soon.